Yes, yes, people, we are outside Old Trafford. This is Saeed TV, a glorious, glorious day. It wasn't for about 5 minutes ago, and then it just, sun came out. So check out Adam's video. It was the rain, it was miserable.
You got the good half.
I got the good half, man, you know what I mean? Even though Ten Hag's staying, but listen, it is what it is. We are here outside Old Trafford, and with my guy Adam. Adam, how are you, mate?
I'm not too bad, mate. I'm a bit up and down, hectic, run all over the place. The news at United at the moment is mental, as you know. We're talking off camera there, like, what's going on? Like, how much can happen in 1 week at United? Like, this is taking it to a whole new level. But you know what? There's positives, there's negatives. There's a lot to get through.
Absolutely, a lot to get to. Manchester United have given Eric Ten Hag a let's call it. He's here for the next 2 years, a 1 year extension on top of the contract he's already had. So basically, he's been extended by 1 more year. He's here till 2026. Adam, honest opinions. What do you think? And it's crazy. It's come out this morning, and it's a bit like the fans are kind of almost like confused a little bit. You know what I mean?
No, I get that, because I went live,
Yeah.
and then I was like, the details, new contract, oh, it's a 2 year new one, and then more news came out, and it was like, this is his old contract, but just with a triggered what? I went, right, I'm stopping the video. I need to go back and do some reading here and find out what is actually going on. So then I went live again, because it was that like, all right, okay. So really all it is same veto, same title. So he's going to be called a manager. He's going to have his say on the transfers. It's not going to be the head coach that INEOS was sort of prompting and saying that that's how it was going to be under the restructure. But Ten Hag, 1 year onto the 3 year contract that he had originally. And really for me, it's a trial. It's a trial for Ten Hag, because I think he's happy that he's got his power, and INEOS are happy that they're not really going to be held accountable for the contract that they've given him. And I think it'll be easier for them this time next year. If this year hasn't gone well, they've covered all corners, they've appeased the fans, they're a year in, they're used to it. And you know what, mate? I feel like next year they're going to be even more brutal, like, because settling in period right now, it seems like they don't want to upset anyone, is what I see right now.
Absolutely.
That's how I see it. But they've done everything they can behind the scenes that the fans love. I'm not happy about certain things with the stadium ticket price warnings and things like that, but eventually I have to accept that this happens in every business and everyone deals with this. But right now with Ten Hag and this situation, I think they've covered themselves.
You know what it is? Do you reckon it's a power thing? Because Ten Hag came out and said, you know, they came to him. They just, like, they upset his little holiday that he had. It was I think it's a tit for tat. He said as well, like, they're new to football. Well, really and truly, they've had Nice for, 5 years? Do you know what I mean? It's not as if they're new, but is it like a power thing? SEG for INEOS? Like, SEG, whether you like it or not, they're like a big organisation.
Massive, mate. And interesting, like, out of all the court, we had Ashworth, we had Ten Hag, and then bleeding SCG were the next one that came out with their statement. We're right behind Ten Hag. We're looking forward to helping this new management structure at United going forward. What? Are you helping us out? Like, no, you give us Ten Hag. That's all you've done. Like, you go get back in your lane and deal with your agents and deal with all your clients that way. Leave us to deal with what's going on at United right now. But it does seem like everyone wants a piece of the pie. Everyone wants to have their say. And Ten Hag has had enough to say. Like, give him his dues, mate. As much as we don't like some of the things he does, the man's got balls.
100%.
He's got balls. He'll back himself. And I think, you know what? If anyone is risking anything right now, it's Ten Hag. Another job will be lined up for him if he goes.
No, 100%.
But he said to him, look, right, here's my summer. I want to stay on the transfers. Let's keep the old contract. I'll prove to you in this year that I'm the right man going forward. If it doesn't work out well, none of the fans are going to moan, because you give him a chance. First manager to see 3 years out, post Alex Ferguson, and move me on. I think there'll be something in there, a gentleman's agreement somewhere, where Ten Hag said, look, if I don't do the business, we are well within your rights to say, let's just walk our separate ways. 1 year left on your contract. Shake hands. Thank you. We want to go in this direction. I just pray that it's not that direction that we were murmuring just before we came on. Don't even mention his name.
I don't want to mention it.
I banned it. I've called it. I've put it as one of them on YouTube where you're not allowed to say it. I don't want that.
Mute them words.
I don't want that guy anywhere near this football club. I'd take Ten Hag for the next 10 years ahead of him.
Bro, I swear down, man. Like, that's the reality of what it could be, but I'm just like concentrating, thinking, yo, surely not, man. Like, he's leaving the England post, and it's like, nah, man. But going back here, you know, when you look at like the 1 year thing now, listen, the media love it, man. You know what I mean? Like, have the INEOS help themselves in the sense of the media, man, they're going to be loving this. Even though they haven't given them an inch. They haven't given them anything. They've given say, yo, listen, you're not going to know when it's going to be sat. But now it's like the media are like, that, that Lucas and everyone out there going to be like, yo, let's rub our hands here. Because we can talk about Ten Hag's future for now 2 more years. Do you get it? Like, and I get it, they had to be strategic, but it's like, it's still like, it's like you're safe for now, but now improve. Like, you improve, we will back you, and then you kind of go from there.
Yeah, well, Samuel Oakhurst said the other day, it's like Ralph Rangnick, post Sir Alex Ferguson's been the only manager to actually say goodbye to the press and the media at the time. Like, so they know when someone's on the brink. But the difference this time was Manchester United were in a complete overhaul situation. If this was, and the media are getting used to this as well, like, they have to get used to this maybe not being as much of a circus.
It might not be,
as it has been over the last 10 years, because INEOS are here, we've already seen what they're doing with the staff. I mean, that's brutal, mate.
Oh, mate, I can't lie to you, man.
And that's to fund players. So it has to be right. And the structure kind of takes a little bit of the media away, I think, because it's now talking about what the recruitment side of things are like, how Manchester United are running, how we treat the young players coming through and everything like that. That's how INEOS want it to run. They want it to be football, not commercial. Obviously, they work side by side and you need the money as well. So we're not having our eyes pulled over our eyes with Sir Jim saying he's not in this for the money. Like, he's going to want something back for his bucks, you know what I mean? But now the media will look at this and go, yes, for this year, you're right, Ten Hag. But I think after this, and they've got their first year out of the way, and like I keep going back to it, like next summer is when you see the real change at this football club, definitely, mate.
100%. No, I agree with you, man. And like I said, the expectations now for you, obviously, you've kind of been like, you know what, if there's not a better manager around, let's just keep him. What is it for you that you're looking towards now from Ten Hag, first and foremost? We'll speak about INEOS now, but what are you wanting? What's your kind of things now? What's the remit for you now in terms of Ten Hag?
Well, if I'm backing the manager, I'll go along with what the manager said. And the manager said he's won a trophy. Every season he's been a manager. So every club he's been at, every season he's been managing, he's won a trophy. Fair enough, I need another trophy.
Yes.
It'll be a cup trophy, but United need to be back in the top 4 in the Champions League next year. INEOS, I think that's the plug puller right there. If we're not, then they're just going to say, look, we cannot keep having summers like this where we're scraping the barrel, trying to pull 5 million together for leading Donny van der Beek to try and buy another player. Like, it's too much. I don't want Manchester United being forced to up ticket prices and get more out of the fans because we're not performing on the pitch, because that's how INEOS will go, because they're bothered about what happens on the pitch. They want to be at the Champions League. They want to be dining at the top table. So for me, I say Ten Hag needs another trophy, keep it running, and he needs to be top 4, and he stays. That keeps him in a job for me. 100%. And you cannot argue with that. That's a step up. If anything, no, mate, it's just where he was in his first year. So will that even be enough? I'm just saying now, with the turmoil, the change, everything that's happened, look, let's just get back to level par, get back in the Champions League, get a trophy. You're all right. Let's maybe look at Ten Hag's contract again. INEOS, I mean, we don't know. Like I said, next season, they won't be as kind and nice, like, oh, hello friends, like, let's just get
coming in, you know, them pictures at the start.
That's it. Like, when both presidents meet each other, there's one for the cameras, shake hands. That's not going to be like that.
Jason Wilcock's in there as well. You know what I mean?
He's
the key. I think he's the key, man.
He's massive because he's in charge of what Ten Hag has been going on about. So Ten Hag needs Wilcox on board more than anyone, because his biggest get out of jail was the youth players coming through. Now we've got, as we know, a great crop of youngsters coming through, but Wilcox development side of things and his technical area, that for me is that link from youth to Ten Hag, making sure that the youth playing the same football as the first team's playing. That's what Wilcox will do. He'll train them exactly how Ten Hag wants to train. That's the dialect there. But his whole foundation of staying will be built on that youth team, I feel, and players coming through. Because let's be honest, without Garnacho and Mainu, he'd be walking.
Mate, I swear down. I think the youth have kept him in there. The fact that he's brought in the youth and Kambala and
you can't take that away from him.
No.
You cannot take that away. Half the time it was through desperation because of injuries.
Because of injuries.
Again, someone said it on the radio before. It's like in this review, it's Rennie Munstein. I listened to his interview this morning. He said, is anyone looking into where these injuries are coming from? Because they're all coming from the training ground.
That's what I said.
Are they training too hard? Are they muscle injuries?
That's got to stop as well, by the way. Because he's got Europa League, and this is, bro, we suffered in that season.
2 more games already. Like, it's a new league, the Europa League. It's the same as the Champions
it's
League.
8 now, isn't it?
So you got 8 games straight
4
out.
home, 4 away.
Yeah, 8 games straight out. So there's more to play for there. Then, if you don't get through, you've got to play a playoff to get back in. And then you're into the knockout stage, which we know drag on forever and a bleeding day.
Ever.
Well, trying to get in the top 4.
Yeah.
Man, we got a lot of work to do.
Bro, we have, man. And like I said, for me, the actual structure is good. I like the structure. I like what they're bringing in. It's just now getting rid of the deadwood out now and then, do you know what I mean? Like, fixing this stadium. Yeah. By the way, this is the good side of the stadium. Just to let you know, guys, yeah?
That's why we came in.
This is why we came here. This is the good side. You've actually got some painting down there. You've got, you know. The correct paint, you know what I mean? So, this is a good side, yeah? But, bro, man, we need to start, like, bro, the roof leaking. It needs to, like, we need to, the food hygiene, bro. Got to start looking presentable,
We've still not got over 5-star rating. Like, I've been to some greasy spoons on the side of a motorway that have got a 5-star hygiene rating.
That place in Derby, remember that one?
Oh, God, yeah, I remember that exactly.
Oh, man, I got some dirty sandwich down there.
50 million spent on the tunnel.
Yeah.
And the whole sort of environment area.
I never thought about the tunnel. Is the tunnel always been bad or something? Like, I never thought that.
They're changing it. It's not been bad, but they're just changing it up. And obviously they're removing the executive seats from the Stretford end.
Oh, yeah. That has to be. Bro, you cannot have executives sitting in the Stretford. It don't make sense, man. And that means more in the East Stand, which is not great.
And a few people being moved from their seats in the South Stand, and some ex-Manchester United players losing their seats.
Yes, I remember. Who was that player? I forgot.
Stapleton, I think.
Stapleton.
It might have been
legend,
Whiteside or Stapleton lost their seat.
Yeah.
Because of the restructure of the seating arrangements in the stadium.
They're going to make some ruthless decisions, man. So we'll have to wait and see, man. But like I said, Ten Hag, same contract, just one more extra year, same rules, same whatever veto. It's just going to be United. Can he improve? Let us know in the comments below. Check out the video I did with Adam. He did a video as well.
I did, yeah. If you wanted a title for United right now, there's that film Lone Survivor. Ten Hag's the only one to survive.
There you go. Guys, we're out. I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye. Peace.